welcome back to HitaTalk. This is episode number 2, and I'm your host, Hita. And today is a very special day because I have the beautiful and lovely founder and creative director of WarPaint International, Jessica May.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Thank you for having us in your humble abode. Got a little bar in the back.
Oh, yeah.
We got makeup, we got some water, we're all set.
Yeah, this is where the magic happens.
I like it.
Yeah.
And then dinner, you guys make really good dinner
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I'm very spoiled.
I know, I love it. But so to spoil me here and then our guests that are watching, I want to learn a lot about you and your background. You were a raw artist in 2011. Your amazing concept behind WarPaint, I'm such a huge fan of it. And just your journey, you literally have your hands in a lot of different buckets, flying coast to coast.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wish I was in your suitcase. So why don't you dive in and just kind of chat a little bit about how this all came about?
Yeah, so I started WarPaint, or my husband and I started WarPaint International back in 2010 and really launched it and ramped it up coming into the 2011-2012 when I competed in RAW and did a few showcases with them, which was super fun. And I've been doing makeup professionally for almost 10 years, which is hard to believe. But really my whole life. I mean, it's been a lifelong passion of mine ever since I can remember. And growing up doing makeup for my girlfriends for dances and sleepovers and
So fun.
yeah, all that kind of stuff. And then I actually got my start working at Macy's downtown Minneapolis at the benefit counter. So that's how I got my foot in the door professionally, and then just grew from there and dabbled with wanting to maybe go to beauty school and worked at a couple different salons to see if that was an environment that I wanted to build my career in, and it turned out it wasn't. And I had more of a passion for makeup than I did for the hair side of things at that point in my career, so I just focused on building my skills and taking classes and seminars and things through places like the Mac Pro Store at the Mall of America, and then just different seminars and classes that were available to me through the lines that I worked for, and just built from there. And then I met Sam, and he was one of the first people to really encourage me and tell me that I should really pursue my career and my passion for makeup. And
good guy.
So, yeah, he's great.
Go play with makeup, honey.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, sure, that sounds great. So yeah, he really pushed me to pursue my dreams of building a really cool company around what I loved, and so we put our heads together and came up with the concept for building a beauty agency, and WarPaint was born.
I love that. So really you're kind of self-taught, and then you
Yes.
put yourself through some courses, and I think that's so impressive. There's that stigma out there that you need a degree or a piece of paper to do something, and while I put myself through higher education, that's not the right thing for everybody.
Right.
And I practice my smoky eyes through your master class and YouTube tutorials, so it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you mentioned RAW, and of course you won the Best Makeup Artist Award back in 2011.
Yeah.
Huge accomplishment.
It was
So
cool.
tell me a little bit about your experience with RAW Artist Showcase, how you got involved, and then we'll talk about your success after.
Okay, cool. I loved it. It was a really cool experience. I didn't even know that RAW existed until my friend Anita, who actually owns Perfect Fit Gear, does swimwear for competitions and stuff. She somehow knew about it and said that I should be involved with the program, so I applied and was accepted, and did my first showcase in September of 2011. And it was cool. It was really intense. It was like 25 models, and you had 3 hours to get ready.
Oh my gosh.
And thankfully I had an assistant helping me that day, but it was really the first runway backstage experience that I had as a professional, and it was really cool. I learned a lot just about timing and the order of things and organization and all that kind of stuff. So it was really fun, and it was really cool to see my designs that I came up with on stage.
Yeah,
it was
so
really cool.
Were you a part of the actual fashion show at the end then? So showcasing your skills, your hair
Yeah.
skills?
So there's 2 designers that did a runway show that night, and I did all the hair, or not all the hair, I'm sorry, all the makeup for that particular show at the end.
Bottom models.
Yeah.
I host the Minneapolis Showcase, obviously, the last year and a half, and when I found out that you were an artist years ago, I'm like, this is perfect for kind of like a where they now concept. I know you've had huge success after. So what do you think was kind of like the biggest learning experiences during, and then what did you take away that was really beneficial from RAW?
The questions to ask the designers was, I think, the biggest thing for me. Not having any experience in that realm of the industry, I learned a lot about just the types of questions to ask, about timeline, and what are they wearing, what are you going for, what's the theme, and then making sure that you have the products and tools with you to be prepared to design those things for the designer.
Yeah.
And then just the confidence booster. You know, I went into it going, God, what am I doing? I can't do this. I've never done it before.
We all have gone through that.
Yeah, I came out of it and went, okay, I can do this. And I rocked it, and it was fun. And it just made me fall in love with what I did even more.
Well, and the network. I mean, I meet so many people by hosting it, and of course I'm up there with the mic and I'm just goofy, but when I have a chance to chat with designers behind the scenes and then the night of, I mean, I can only imagine how many people you met. Do you keep in touch with anybody?
Yeah, I have. So a couple of the models we've used several times, just different things with WarPaint. Taylor Sky is one of them, and she's now actually an international model. She lives down in Ecuador and travels the world and does all these photo shoots, and so it was kind of cool.
Don't forget WarPaint.
I know. So when she comes back, because she's from the Twin Cities, and so when she comes back, we always get together and talk, because she was just getting her start in modeling as I was getting my start really with WarPaint and stuff. So it's really fun to stay in touch with her. And then there's actually a couple other artists that I met, makeup and hair artists that I met through the Raw network, and they actually are freelance artists with WarPaint now.
Wow. So it's never-ending story.
Yeah.
And the chapters keep going and going and going. Well, tell me a little bit more about the concept of WarPaint. And I know you guys have memberships. I have firsthand experienced your amazing artwork. It was kind of fun, I won't lie, to play the gorgeous bride for your fall trend shoot that just came out.
Yeah.
So what else do you guys do? I know you do on-demand kind of services. You have memberships, your events. I'm going to stop talking and let you chat about it.
Yeah. So it's a beauty agency. So we contract freelance hair and makeup artists in the Twin Cities, New York City, San Diego, and Los Angeles now.
Oh my gosh.
Congrats. Thanks. Yeah, it's been a heck of a ride.
I can't imagine it's been boring.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have 22 artists in Minneapolis, St. Paul, contracted with us now. Okay. So a couple different things that we do with that. So clients can, if they are going out for a night out, or they have family photos, or if it's a model that's booking a shoot with a photographer, or photographer booking a shoot with a model or whatever, they can go right online to our website and book with as little as 6 hours notice and as far as 90 days in advance.
Wow.
All based on availability, of course. But yeah, so it's sort of that on-demand, last minute, you know, I mean, how often does your significant other go, sweetheart, we have an event tonight and it's noon, and you're going, okay, I need hair and makeup. So you can just go right online and book your appointment. And
well, the special occasions are really important. I know I can probably botch a good smoky eye or even a lip, but it's also, you want to feel beautiful. I know you guys do you probably listen to a lot of stories, but you guys are really great with your team dynamic and the words that you guys share with one another and the clients. Talk a little bit more about the memberships too.
Yeah, so we designed a beauty membership program where clients can subscribe on a monthly basis, and they get 2 on-site services per month. And that's the thing with all the services that we do is on location. So we go to the client's house, we go to their office, their hotel. Sometimes, you know, if they're really running behind on a time crunch, we'll meet them at their event and pull them in the bathroom and doll them up real quick. We have been known to do backseats of cars as well on occasion.
Hey, New York, that's probably perfect for their their cab ride.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really, for me, it was really important to build a culture of people that believe in inner beauty and that it starts there. And, you know, I can pile on as much makeup on somebody and make them look amazing, but if they don't really feel it, they're not going to resonate that. Yeah. So it's really about finding out who our clients really are and what their interests are, and, you know, making sure that we're making them feel good as well as looking good too. And you guys do such a great job of it. I know it's fun. I know Benjamin does amazing job on hair, and he's always just jamming out to whatever song is on, and you guys just showcase how much fun you have and bring out the inner beauty even if you're up at 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah, which is happening frequently apparently. Yes. And then, you know, demonstrating how they can do it too. It's really not that difficult. Right, exactly. It's all about creating that environment. You guys do awesome. Yeah. Well, how can people follow and learn more about you guys, access your events and your memberships and things like that? Yeah, so they can log onto our website, which is warpaintinternational.com. They can follow us on Twitter, which is at warpaintmakeup, which is right there in my sleeve. Trademark, I love it. Yeah. And then our Instagram is Warpaint Beauty Agency. So they can follow us there, also Facebook. Sure. WarPaint International.
I bet if you click on hashtag WarPaint International, you're not going to come short of any
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, or prepare for battle. That's our biggest tagline.
It is.
Because we really believe that life is a stage and you have to be prepared. Especially in today's society with Instagram and Pinterest and Twitter and Facebook. And I mean, you're constantly kind of on stage for the stage of life, and we want you to be prepared for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on all your success.
Thanks.
We're definitely not done yet because it's time for HitaTalk trivia. I figured what better than to put you on the spot and just kind of ask a couple of questions. Well, I actually, to be honest, have some questions for you because I need to know. So I'm really lazy at night, and I try not to be, but I'm going to be honest. And sometimes I'll do a quick wipe or a full exfoliant or whatever. But what are the most 2 essential things that you suggest before going to bed for skincare and beauty?
Absolutely cleanser. Get that makeup off. Eye makeup, I mean, it can be kind of stubborn sometimes, especially if you have done that classic smoky eye and you've got the black liner and the lashes and all that stuff going on. But really making sure that you're washing off your foundation and getting as much of that eye makeup off as you can. And then eye cream and a moisturizer. If that's all you do and that's all you have time for, you're too tired or it's late or what have you.
Yep.
Absolutely. Cleansing and moisturizing at night is...
I love it.
Have to do it.
I can do that.
Yes.
I can definitely do that. There's nothing like waking up in the morning with a smoky eye smeared and your eyelashes all crooked.
Yeah.
That means you had a really good night too. Okay, so every week, cleanser and moisturizer. And then what about the product that I've just had that I love forever and ever? Like certain eyeshadows or powders product. How often are you supposed to replace those and toss the old ones out? Or can you keep it going till it's like dried?
Yeah, so creams and liquids. Usually on the bottom will have their little, it'll say like 6 months with like the little box next to it. It'll say 6M with like a little box on the bottom of the product.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, so usually I always go by that. Typically, if you're the only one that's been using it and you keep it in its container and it's nice and closed and tight when you're not using it, you can usually go a few more months with it.
Okay.
If it's a foundation or something like that. But typically you want to go by that expiration on it once you open it. And then just because bacteria gets in there and stuff, we don't want that.
Oh, that's true. It's not the product itself, it's what can even go into it.
Yeah. Yep. Air gets in there and bacteria starts to form and
Well,
stuff.
sometimes I use my finger and I know that can actually be worse than brushing,
Yeah.
as I've heard.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I have some work to do. So speaking
Mascara is number one though too. I gotta say that. So every 2 to 3 months you need to replace your mascara, even if it's not dried out. Because of the bacteria, the air really gets in there because you're pulling out. Don't pump it. A lot of girls will take their mascara and they'll go like this with it. Don't do that.
It's a no.
Air gets down in there and the bacteria will really start.
Don't pump it. Swirl it.
Yeah, just pull it right out, and then usually what I do is you just pull it right out, and I'll just kind of go like that to get the little, how it kind of gathers on the end there.
Yeah, it always hits the bridge of my nose.
Yep. So don't pump.
Well, that's one don't. What about a do? Whether you're priming or moisturizing, or what's some of your favorites?
Do use a foundation brush to apply your primer with. So I've got one right here that I'll show you. I love this one. It's from MAC. It's number 159. I use this for my moisturizer, and I'll also use it for my primer too because it puts the product on more evenly. And again, you're not using your fingertips that have oils and things on it and applying more of that to your face.
Okay, I need to get one of those.
Yes, so do that.
do that, and don't pump your mascara.
Yes,
brush.
don't.
Well, I could sit here and chat with you all day.
I know.
But of course, we need to keep everybody else engaged, and we can chat offline. So thank you so much for inviting us into your humble abode and talking about makeup and all the fabulous things you're doing. Yes. For those of you that are watching, more information on WarPaint International is warpaintinternational.com. And don't forget to subscribe to HitaTalk on YouTube. The button is somewhere below. Follow us on Twitter at HitaTalk and like us on Facebook. Until next time, take care.